face away, so I'll push your face. Yeah. So we're starting here. We imagine we've just, like Mario Sperry, I've woken up, Ricardo Rona's in my guard, right? So I'm here from first principles. So what's my first move going to be? I've given him the position. What's my first move going to be?
Elbows now.
Sorry?
Bringing your elbows in again.
I think my first concern would be in reality is he's going to, if he's chins this way, he's going to start smashing this into my throat. I would go here. So again, we're not kind of avoiding anything major here. I could put this arm here, I can go full retraction, or I can go full extension. Which do you prefer? Here or here?
The extension was easier.
Yeah, I think so. I think this just stops him, makes it harder. Looking at I kind of full extension, but looking at my watch. So he can't like get out and just start punching or whatever. I've got some connection. Next move. Yeah, we're always going to go here, right? Next move.
Shoulder to heel.
Shoulder to heel, yeah, right. I'm going to start doing this. Even if he keeps this knee really tight, this is what Pedro Sauer was doing. Right, his heel is turning. So now, what's stopping me standing? Right now.
Your arm is not behind you.
Yeah, well, I think basically what's stopping me standing is his shoulder. And we're not going to be able to easily change that. We can connect our shoulder in, right? So I'm connecting my shoulder in. What we can do, and Sauer was basically showing this, it's kind of interesting, is if I move this leg this way, my shoulder actually comes into the middle. And Lee's going to have to come with this. This is the basic gist of what Sauer, I think, was showing, is that I get to this position where I'm as close to being able to stand, and I'm relieving the pressure, but I'm as close to being able to stand as I can get, given I've got a guy blocking me, right? So I'm trying to think about how can I increase this shoulder-heel connection. The shorter that this distance, he talks about, he wants to get his knee in, and that's fine, but really, the shorter that this shoulder knee is, you feel that, Lee?
Yeah.
The shorter that this shoulder and knee is together, the more pressure I have. From here, I feel I'm kind of out. I've coiled this up like we're doing, it's almost this. It's this, because I'm having to adapt it. It's going to be hard for me realistically to get that arm back out, but what I can do is I can shorten this distance. And I shorten this distance by actually moving that foot out. So yes, it does give you the entry in, but I feel the real power of moving this way on this is it actually brings your shoulder into the middle. And when it brings your shoulder into the middle, you've got this as well. So not only can I get the knee in, but this creates a lot of torque. And once this is together, now I can push against it. I feel very, very strong in that position.
So you're kind of rolling as you're moving away from it. You're rolling your shoulder over the top.
Yeah, so like I can put my shoulder over the top this way, right? Or the problem I've got here is he's smashing my shoulder at the ground. So it's kind of like what I'm really doing is getting my shoulder into the middle by doing that. And then of course, but I've equally got this going on. So I'm getting into really my technical stand-up. If Lee wasn't pinning me down, creating this force, my next thing would be, I'm up. So it's all just that same bit, yeah? So one more time. So I'm starting from like nothing. I'm just as a mental, like, you're in the cockpit, you're taking off, right? I think 1, 2, just to initially stop anything from happening. 3, and now this the shoulder, I've got to find ways of getting this shoulder and heel to block, right? Bring your knee right up just so it's super tight. Yeah. Because people that say, well, you've moved away, but this is the game, right? So now, as I move this foot, I'm keeping this up to try and stop him mounting. If I can get my hip, great, even more, but whatever. I'm blocking, it just depends on our individual body dynamics, but the basic idea is this. I'm moving this out to get my shoulder in because he's going to be putting pressure, so really put this on. And he's back with the guard. And from there, of course, I've got to turn, if I wanted to go full guard on it, you get arm out, whatever, it's then all the same stuff, right? And now we'd be in the close guard. Yeah, let's give it a go.